Hello, I'm Heidi Fleming, and you are sitting here with me at my kitchen table. And I was just thinking about the journey that I am on with having lost Dennis. Um, as I went through this journey, or as I'm going through this journey, I write occasionally. I'll just jot down different notes. So today I'm just going to read something that's short that I wrote. And this was about a year ago. So, right after Dennis passed is when I started writing, and I wrote about the presence of absence. One day I'm happily married, and the next day I'm a widow. Thoughts spin rapidly through my mind of our love and of our life. No more hugs from my husband, or words of encouragement, or words of hope. No more smiles from the joy, from the love of my life, or laughing at my corny jokes. No more kisses from my hero, or precious love notes that I would find. No more talks or asking advice from my best friend and my confidant. Although my harbor and safety net are gone, death ends a life, but not a relationship. You will always be in my heart, Dennis. I love you. I loved him so much. I still do, obviously. And that's true. Death ends a life, but it doesn't end a relationship. Dennis and I, we were married for 40 years. So to go from being together for that long and the relationship you build and the inside jokes that you have, and then one day it's gone, it's really quite an adjustment. And you think about, how much he was such an encourager. Those of you who knew him, you knew that he was such an encourager. And that goes for me as his wife, for us as our relationship. After he was diagnosed, the hope, that was his personality. He was very encouraging. He loved unconditionally. And I would find love notes around the house, or I would come home and he would have lunch waiting for me with a love note beside it. And he did that from the first time I met him until the very end, until he could no longer do that. So that's a big adjustment to go from being together, and we did so much together, especially the last 10 years, which was a blessing that we had that time together. So yeah, the presence of absence, it's definitely part of the journey, the presence of absence. So if you're experiencing this, I'm sorry. It is really tough if you're feeling like you're lost and you just don't know how you're going to make it until the next day or the next minute or the next hour. Just do it just like that. Just take it by minute and hour by hour. Because there are certain times that it gets really hard. It gets really hard and you question a lot. But you'll get through it. You'll get through it. As I share in all of my videos, I always talk about this, and that is my hope comes from Jesus. And I spend a lot of time every morning. I spend time talking to Jesus and reading the Bible and watching others talk about Jesus on YouTube. And I've learned a lot about heaven, and I knew it was exciting, but I've actually learned a whole lot more about it. So it gives me hope that eternal life, that gift from God, that Dennis and I will be reunited. And but really, the gift is that we're going to be reunited with Jesus and have eternal life with him. And we will have no more tears and no more pain, and it will be perfect. And right now, here on this earth, it is not always perfect. And sometimes it is really, really hard. And so I just want you to know that I do pray for you. And like I said, just take it minute by minute and day by day, and just know that your journey is your journey, and you do what is best for you. So with me writing, that might be not be something that really is helpful to you, but other things may be helpful to you. Maybe going for a walk is good for you, or if you're into art or coloring, I do that too. I color. I'll listen to music in the background or listen to preaching in the background, and I'll color just to kind of to center me a little bit. So anyway, I just wanted to share this thought about the presence of absence. It is a big part of widowhood, and yeah, it is a big part of widowhood, and it's sad, but there's hope. There's always hope in tomorrow.